Well, hello everybody. It's Chris Brown's World of Music, episode 4, and this one is how to win Record Store Day Black Friday. And my dog is disturbing me, sorry. What am I talking about? Obviously, how to win Black Friday, that's just like a stupid thing to try to fool YouTube's algorithm into making it seem like sound like a YouTuber, I guess, instead of a record me. But hey, now, okay, Max, you gotta let me do this, okay? You guys remember Max, right? So, what do I mean win at Record Store Day? That's kind of ridiculous, right? But what I mean is having fun, not stressing, and still getting most or maybe even all of the records that you are most excited about. Now, I don't want to talk about this isn't what time do you line up or any kind of weaselly thing about how to manipulate the system. What I'm talking about is much simpler than that. And you know who got it right? It's the people who, as soon as they heard about Record Store Day, said, for me, every day is Record Store Day. For them, most of the purchases that they make, not all of them, but most of the music they buy is from the store where they're going to go on Record Store Day. I'm putting store at the middle. Now, because there's kind of you'll see, I'm thinking about this in kind of expanding rings, right? And in the center is store, Record Store Day, right? And so if you shop there, the thing is, you give them a bunch of important things, right? And obviously money, but even more important, I think, there's something more important. It's knowledge. You're giving them knowledge. Let me circle that. Okay, there's that center ring, right? You're giving them knowledge, and that's really important. I'm going to put a box around knowledge because it's so important. Knowledge. And the knowledge that you are giving them is knowledge of you, of what do you want? What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you buy? How often? How much? Do you prefer records or CDs? Right? All that. Record store, the people who work in the record store, whose job it is to order CDs or records, all the inventory, are brilliant because you have to have a great memory. You have to have a really good knowledge of the past and the future of music. And you also have to be great at recognizing shopping patterns. It's tough. But any store that is in business right now has somebody who's really good at this. So if they can, it's easier for them to predict the people who they already know, right? And when I say know, they may know you personally or have heard about you from a coworker, or it may just be that you're part of their community and they're part of your community, and so you just know each other, just general knowledge, right? What kind of music is popular here? I messed up my drawing. This is a retake. The next ring out is Record Store Day allocations. RSD allocations. That's when more copies are ordered than were pressed. Somebody has to figure out a way to decide where all the, how do you break that stuff up in a way that seems fair to the stores, and maybe more importantly than being fair to the stores is being fair to the every day is Record Store Day people, because you wouldn't have Record Store Day without them, right? I don't know how those decisions are currently being made, but what it appears to me, though, is, and this is just based on when I see stores posting pictures of their pile of boxes for Record Store Day, the stores that I know are busier than other stores have bigger piles. So I know they're busier all year long. Why are they busier all year long? Well, it's because of you. They're regulars, right? So if you see what I'm saying? Whether it is the store ordering more or being able to order more, or just somebody saying, well, I know they're busier, they're going to need more of this, right? If you shop there as much as you can during the year, there will be more stuff out on Record Store Day. Okay, in this interlude, I am going to ask you to like the video, comment if there's something you have to say, and what's the other one? Subscribe to the channel, and that's because, well, it's 30% for my ego and 40% because I want to feel like you're getting something out of it. So I guess that's 70% for my ego. And the other 30% is so that YouTube and Alphabet know what ads to display to you. So thank you in advance. The next ring out is basically whether or not it would even be made for Record Store Day. And if it is, how many? Right? And that is very much based on, how does that artist or similar artists do throughout the year? I'm not going to make you watch me write all this stuff out, but here's the deal. Like, the next ring out, which is really kind of the whole universe, is what happens to these titles the other 363 days a year. Like, there's big decisions to make all that time. And you get lots of people are involved. Not so much Record Store Day all the time, but sometimes. But from stores, stores, distribution, labels, management, sometimes the artists themselves, and they're trying to decide this stuff. Come on, man. All right. And they're trying to decide this stuff, right? Should there be an indie exclusive? Well, if not, should we even make it available in indie stores? But if not, well, okay, what about brick and mortar then? Should any brick and mortar store have it? Or should there even be a physical release at all? Well, believe it or not, well, no, believe it. Believe it, that what you buy and where you buy it all year long affects the whole music industry. Really, really does. If you're unable to get something in a store and you want to look online, I'm going to suggest that you only buy from participating Record Store Day stores. Whether you do that from the store's website, through Record Store Day Marketplace, which is rsdmkrt.com. If you have to go to one of those websites where there are a bajillion resellers, again, it's much better to buy directly from a participating store. But what about everybody else? Okay, you know how we call people record flippers? Well, a house flipper, right, buys a beat-up house, fixes it up, and sells it for more money. Like, they're actually doing something there. The people who buy a record in a record store just to resell, they're not doing anything good. They're possibly degrading the condition of the record because it has to be traveled around, right? And they're definitely going to charge you more, right? All they're doing is taking advantage of you. Like, that's the person who got in line in front of you and prevented you or somebody else from getting that record. And fuck every single one of them, right? You know what? Go work for a fucking tobacco company, right? If music is special and it touches people in their hearts. And I think there are plenty of ways to make money by taking advantage of people, but please don't do it with something that only brings people joy, right? So let's not encourage them to keep gouging us by buying from them. If they start to lose money, they'll go away and find something else, like, whatever, selling vape juice outside of middle schools or writing bad checks or, whatever it is. I don't know, mugging grandmothers, but get them out of our yard, right? While I'm hating on resellers, though, I want to exempt people who buy records thinking that they're going to love them and keep them in their collection. And for whatever reason, they don't like it. Maybe they never had time to listen to it. That stuff all has to go at some point. Let somebody else enjoy it. And even if you make a little money, you bought it for the right reason. That's all I have to say about this. So I hope you have a great RSD Black Friday. I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll do a thing. I don't know, it kind of depends on what happens this weekend. But, I got a whole, I got a thing that I will tease you with, is that sometime in the next not too long, I'm going to do, hey, look at that. There you go. I love the fact that this is all fun. Yeah, what I really wanted to show you was that I have a video coming up where I want to show you what stupid ass thing did I do with this. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. It's gonna fall though. So, okay. Until next time, I hope that you have a great RSD Black Friday, and I hope that you are listening to something awesome.